Hi guys, welcome back to my art school series. I'm back. I'm in school once again. I'm doing full-time studies now, and yeah, I'm doing a lot of painting, sculpting, film classes. We're making tons of art, and I just wanted to bring you along and show you what a realistic year of art school is like as a real life art student. Crazy. Man, it's not working. I don't want to do it anymore. Something with the bing bang bong. Oh. Where did you get those? Take For those of you who don't know, this is my home city. I'm in my home city and I've come home for a day. And then yesterday, actually what happened was I was supposed to be here all day hanging out with the fam. But then what happened was this class got available in the very last minute. And I was not expecting it to get available, and I've been trying for 4 years, so I had to take it. So basically, I've been trying to get into a sculpting class for 4 semesters in a row, and I never get in because there's only one single guy who teaches it. He teaches 2 sections per term, and then finally, I got in, and it was already a week after school had started. So this is me literally finding out that I got in, and then I had to go to school the next morning. But I have one little dilemma, and it's the fact that my class is actually, I have another online class starting right now at this exact moment. So I'm gonna have to take it on the train. You look so good right now in this Mustang. Are these new?
Yeah, because my old ones were disintegrating.
Alright, welcome to day 1. There's Francis and there's Sam. Hey Sam. Okay, so today we're given lips to sculpt. You can see them in the background there. They're like famous Michelangelo lips or something. And we're just supposed to kind of get it as accurate as possible, and then we're being graded on this.
Just let me just put this clay on your face.
Apparently I don't know how to do ASMR. Anyway, I'm taking the clay and I'm molding it with my fingers, and we're supposed to put it in tiny little bits at a time, so like little clumps, and then smooth it out.
I got you a secret.
Okay. Boom, it's next week already. It is Wednesday, 11:50 a.m. and I'm back in the studio. We're sculpting a head today, or a skull actually. And again, the goal is to get it as accurate as possible, which is kind of hard when you're so far away. So I stayed a little bit after class to be up close to the skull. If I didn't have to commute, I probably would have come back the next day and just worked on it all week, but I decided I was gonna finish it mostly today because my commute is like 2 hours and I don't really feel like I wanted to come back and work on this skull. Okay, so I got a 70 on this. What do you think? Here's some of the other things I worked on throughout the year. Okay, moving on to my painting class. We're starting out, it's day 1. We have to start planning for many projects to come. And then the prof was not he didn't need us to have a finished piece specifically, especially in the beginning. He wanted to be able to critique it and offer us better feedback so that we can finish them on our own. We're going to above ground. We were just there. We have to go again because I'm getting canvas paper. There's a police officer right there on his bicycle. You got anything to say?
No.
We're getting gesso and Julie's getting canvas. Okay, so we're starting with my first project. For this project, I knew that I wanted to do something with the train, and then the prompt was, what are the issues of our times? So I thought this was very fitting because on the train, like I go on it and everybody's on their phone. So I wanted to capture on the fact that we're all together yet still separate in our own worlds, and that's why I wanted to make a painting of all of the people just staring at their phone. I'm starting my actual project by gessoing the canvas. It was an old canvas that I painted over top of. And this painting is due next week. This is the bag. I brought it all the way in. Here's where I had the genius idea of putting a wet painting into a plastic bag. Oh man. Yeah, I don't even know why I tried that. Anyways, I went over it because I had a bit of extra time, and you can tell that it's not done. And like I said before, the prof is not actually wanting it to be done. He wanted it to be in the progress so that he can critique it. Here's the final result. I definitely could have worked on it more than I procrastinated. Yeah, throughout the course we also did a bunch of nude models and then just figure painting and learning how to do stuff. The next project for this class was also Issues of Our Time one, so I did phones again. This is my midterm project. I did not film it because sometimes it's just harder to film. I just poured all the like solvent out of these and then I'm trying to reuse it. It didn't all come out, but I can still use that perfectly fine. This is what I'm working on currently. So I'm trying to finish this one before the 9. Turn on some Gilmore Girls. I hope Justin doesn't get mad at me because he's actually been loving watching Gilmore Girls with me. So I'll just have to like fill him in. Like, what am I supposed to do? He's at work and I want to watch Gilmore Girls, right?
Yay! It's just with a bunch of random materials. It's like, here's a question. Does your bank check all these boxes?
Okay, so here we go, trying to rush to finish the painting. I had to carry this wet on the train because I didn't have enough time to work on it in class. I have 3-hour classes, could have been longer, so I have to bring it back home and then work on it and then take it back on the train while it's wet. Here's the final result. I would have liked it to be a little bit more finished, but it was okay. Okay, it's already time to start an entire another painting because the grind never stops and you can never be done. Because even though you just had your critique, you should have already started your other 3 paintings by now and been halfway done. At this point in the semester, I was basically staying from 6 in the morning till 9:30 p.m., sometimes 10. And I made some pretty good friends during this time, which was like the first time this has ever happened to me, because I was basically just sticking around, painting all evening and then going home. What I meant by 6 a.m. is that I get on the train at 6. I get to school around 9:30 or 11:50, depending on if I have a morning class or not. And then I get on the 9:30 train home and I'm back in Guelph at 11. I was doing 3 days this semester, so I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Is that true? This is a painting of my dad from the 80s. The assignment was to use a photo of somebody that we know very well and then paint them. And we had to do it in a background that was meaningful to us. So the background of this photo is my farm that burnt down. I just posted a whole video at the farm if you want to go check it out. Fun fact, the original photo did not actually have much background in it, so I took it into like some phone app and I just put the background. If you look closely, you can see that the background is drawn in, but I feel like you can't tell. Okay, as I'm working on this painting, keep in mind I have an essay due, I have this entire freaking project due, and then an entire other project due for this other freaking class, so I am so stressed out at this point. But yeah, I'm starting my final project. I forget when this was due. I feel like it was due in like 3 days. But I basically have to gesso like as many canvas pieces as I can onto these little boards, and then I'm gonna photo transfer images of myself that I took at the beginning of the term, because this whole project or this whole class was about developing our art practice, and they were really leaning me away from painting. So at first I had this idea that I want to do this big oil painting, and then they're like, no, don't do that, keep the photos, I like the photo idea. So this whole idea came to me in a dream. It was like this red state that I was in, and everything was like blurry and hazy, and I wanted to take that and turn it into a photo series, which I did, which I wanted to paint, but they encouraged me not to, and so I ended up doing photo transfers. Oh my gosh, the process for this took me so long and my fingers were numb. I basically bought this gel and then I had to put the gel all over the photo, and then I had to stick it to this canvas, and then I had to let it dry for like overnight, and then after I take a wet sponge, I put it all over the photo, and then I start wiping off the photo transfer, which took so much finger power. I was dying. It took me like 12 hours to do this, and I did most of them in one night. I did like the first batch over a couple days, and then the last ones I was like, oh my gosh, I need so many more. So I did them all, and my hands were freaking so cut up the next day. These are my masterpieces from this year. This is not done. Literally not even a single one of these is done. Even the one on the wall there is not done. Hi, don't mind me. I'm in my shower curtain area. I'm this close to being done my semester, and I don't want to do anymore. I'm so ready to be done. I have one more critique on Wednesday. It's of my film, and I made like a film with, like, I show you the whole process. I like, you know, I film it on the Bolex. I take it to the processing, whatever. I process it in myself. So guys, look what I'm filming on. What is this? Tell me. Anyway, I made this film, and I was gonna draw on top of the film and then scan it again, but because it took me so long, I was not able to get there in the whole week because I've been working every day. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna have to hand in my film without drawing on it, but I am gonna edit it, I think. Yeah, I literally have to hand in my last painting today. So the one that I've been working on, me and Julie. I'll show you. I started the one of Justin, and it like failed miserably, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I did it while I was burnt out, and I thought I only had a day to finish it. Turns out he gave me actually like a 2-week extension. He gave the whole class a 1-week extension, then he gave me one more week extension. So I just started over completely. I was like, I can't keep working on this. I tried for 2 days working on this horrible painting, and I gave up. I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. So I started over, painting of me and Julie, and I really like it. I did it really quickly, and the one eye needs to be moved over more because my eye looks weird. Also, my skin's not so, anyway, yeah, so point being is I like the painting. I'm happy with it. I think it's nice. I don't usually do outdoor paintings, so like it wasn't the same style as usual. I also usually I really like a catered lighting or a setup lighting, so I always do it inside because then I can, like, you know, I can do the light how I want to. And this is really dusty. I need to freaking dust. So anyway, let me show you what I have to finish tonight. Here it is. There's another one I did while I was like burnt out. That's the one I started last term, and I have to finish that one too. But this is the one I'm working on. As you can see, that eyeball is like just a little bit weird. Yeah, but I do like it. Like, I've only worked on it a couple sessions, and I'm enjoying it. It's cute. It's like a really cute memoir. Painting in the studio this year was really fun because I had so much space. Here I'm cramped in my living room on my carpet, and I have to move the thing over, but I'm not complaining. But yeah, it's been good. So yeah, see you guys soon. History. So meanwhile this is happening, guys, I'm in an analog film class. And did I mention I was working 4 days a week? So basically, analog film means like snipping and touching and just everything to do with film that is not digital. So the camera that I was using is quite literally this big ass box block thingy, and in order to use the light meter I have to push a button, and there's no batteries, there's nothing like that. Like, this is analog film. It was crazy. So let me just get into it. Okay, so here is one of the videos that I made. I decided to turn this whole film class into another video, so you can go check that out if you want to see how I did everything.
S'amuse. Mais il voulait tout m'embêter.
I'm currently sick right now, but I had to come all the way to Toronto today. I didn't even realize I had to come today. I thought I had a whole nother month to gather all my things, and then my friend messaged me and they're like, hey, like, did you get all your stuff out? And I was like, no. Thankfully, I had gotten my shift off because I'm sick, so I was able to come to Toronto, but if I hadn't, I would have lost all my stuff. Or I would have had to come after work, which would have sucked because then I would have gotten home really late. So anyways, I have to go to the painting room where I've stored all my stuff all year, and I have to like get a big bag and tape it together. My whole plan was I was gonna take my mom or dad's car and then come like drive to Toronto and like take it all so I wouldn't have to carry it on the train. But because I figured this out last night, like in the evening, that I was gonna have to come today, I was like, oh, I can't do that. So I'm here and I have to carry everything back. My throat hurts really bad.
She's afraid he was the great blackbird archer. He was afraid. She's afraid he was the great archer. Watch you have no plans, listen to.
So I thought I would be able to carry all of this and this and this, but I'm not gonna be able. This one is just taped like this. There's tape. I'm just gonna carry that in one hand and this in the other.
That's so. Maybe she's back, or maybe you got it.
Okay guys, you have made it to the end of the video. Oops. That was a crazy year. There was a lot going on. So happy that it is over because holy crap, time to chill. Time to chill. I have one summer class. It's a drawing, no, what is it? It's a video game course. Shouldn't be too bad. Just one, so it'll be fine. Don't forget to subscribe because hopefully I'll be posting my art videos during the year. I want to do it. I want to do it during the year. I always like save up my videos and I do it all at the end, but I'm gonna try and like make smaller videos throughout the year so you can see my process as I'm going along. So yeah, subscribe. I'm posting Guelph vlogs a lot recently because I'm here in Guelph. Yeah, love you. Bye. Mm-hmm.